Bon, donc nous revoilà après la pub. Alors, qu'est-ce que... Je vais te battre, Oliver!
Suspect reported in your area, potentially armed and hostile.
Mais n'importe quoi, j'ai sauvé une meuf qui se faisait...
I had them. Where did they go?
Terminating pursuit and coming back.
Voilà, parfait. Bah tiens, attends, je vais voir. Alors au niveau de l'équipe, j'ai donc ouvrier, ambulancier, avec lui il a des bonus sur son hack, piratage viral, accès illimité. Waouh! Elle a rien, elle a juste un pistolet automatique. Lui aussi il a rien. Est-ce que je peux congédier les gens? Non, je crois pas, hein. D'accord.
I don't much care for walking around this place. It feels like an open-air morgue.
Why the hell haven't they started rebuilding yet? The bombing was months ago and the site is supposed to be under repair. Dodgy as fuck.
More than a bit suspect. Bags, what am I looking for?
Any kind of device or component that could still be emitting the signal. It seems to be coming from within the rubble.
Je crois qu'il faut que je trouve un moyen de descendre, mais là, ça m'a l'air un peu haut. Ah non, j'ai réussi. Parfait. Non, il n'y avait pas une voiture ici il y a 30 secondes. Alors, qu'est-ce que c'est? Ah, une patte endommagée.
This is it. The signal is coming from this spider-bot fragment. No indication yet who it belongs to.
The little fellow's taken a walloping. What's it doing here?
Difficult to say, but with an AR reconstruction, we may be able to see what happened to it and if it relates to the attack. Access data relays in the vicinity, and I can compile enough data to build the AR reconstruction.
Ok. Je vais remonter par là. Ouh, t'as failli me voir, toi.
Perfect. 2 more data relays to go.
How disappointing. Come on there.
Mais pourquoi? J'étais derrière lui, il était distrait et l'exécution a pas marché. C'est quoi ce bordel? Voilà, et il y en a un troisième en bas. Comment je fais pour descendre? Putain. Voilà.
That should do it. Now I'll just take the audio from this stream and the video from these 36 and... Got it. Go back to where you found that spider bot and I'll show you the AR reconstruction from the night of the explosion.
Okay.
Who would send me this?
Voilà.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
You brought the payload? Fuck, think we'd go back for you? Don't trust the Kelly dog.
Kelly? As in Clan Kelly? Does that mean mobsters did the bombings?
Looks like the Kelly supplied the bomb and were making a delivery.
That woman they were meeting didn't seem like the gangster type either. Could she have been a part of Zero Day?
Well, don't just stand there. Keep looking.
Bagley, who was controlling this spider bot?
I've now fully decrypted the signal the spider bot is broadcasting. And while I cannot identify a specific user, it is a call code used by the Metropolitan Police Service.
Fuck me. The guard was watching all this.
The reconstruction continues behind that rubble.
Oh, brilliant. I'll just pop open a quantum tunnel, shall I?
Let's pan
Quantum tunnel technology is at least 10 years away, but spider bots and drones are here today. You could try one of those if you don't feel like waiting.
Good call, sweetie. Ugh.
Why don't you aim those human eyeballs of yours at the van's cargo?
Okay.
RDX nitrogen, and the exact same detonator system like the bombs that were planted at Parliament.
0 days signature.
There, hurry. Got all the deliveries.
So you were hired to supply all the targets? Shut it, we're all on need to know.
So 0 Day was using multiple groups to pull off the bombings. This just gets more tangled.
That's certainly one way to pull off a massive coordinated attack while remaining anonymous. 0 Day needed manpower and resources, but they needed them at an arm's length. And it doesn't take the world's greatest AI detective to see that both Clan Kelly and Albion benefited in the aftermath. Unfortunately, this is the most we can get out of the AR reconstruction. But if we could find the mystery officer who was spying through the spider bot, maybe they could tell us more.
Quitter la zone, ok.
Tracing the Spiderbot's serial number, it was assigned to New Scotland Yard 3 years ago. Perhaps more information about its user or its assignment will be available at the station.
So the police were investigating a different suspect other than DedSec, but kept it quiet from the public. Oh, very professional.
The only way to know for sure is to investigate New Scotland Yard.
Ok. Et c'est donc la première mission de Keegan. Allez mon grand, c'est parti.
DedSec needs you on something.
Finally.
Ah, il y a une manif là.
Just calm down. There's no point.
CTOS is calling them an anarchist. Where do you suppose they got that title? Tolstoy Incorporated?
It's almost as if anarchists have an ideology that challenges unexamined social constructs. For example, what constitutes a job?
Christ. Albion's taking this place over like a fucking parasite.
And the entire police service. But don't worry, if you're not pleased with your privatised goon squad, just take your business across the street.
Didn't think I could feel bad for the English police. But fucking hell.
Not to worry, the only difference now is the uniform, assault weapons, and the fact they're motivated by profit over public service. Now, any record or information on the spider bot will be further in.
Ah! J'ai eu un trophée, tu veux être mon ami? Je me demande à quoi ça correspond. Attends, je peux rentrer quelque part par ici ou... Ok. Mais non, mais... Ah, voilà.
Did you hear that noise? You, knock that spider bot down.
Don't think this spider got here on its own. Find whoever sent it.
Moving on. Clear.
Donc, comment je peux faire?
Searching the area. Nothing so far.
D'accord. Alors, je sais pas ce que ça déverrouille, mais je vais le déverrouiller.
Get an APW out. The suspect is fled.
Whoever sent this should be arrested.
Ah bah oui alors.
Bagley, Is this a spider bot?
According to the serial numbers, this matches the piece of spider bot from the Tone bombing site.
Can you ID the last user?
Navigate the spider bot from out of that room. I'll need a direct connection in order to learn more from our bisected friend.
I'm on it.
Ok, donc faut que j'entre là-dedans.
That opening right there looks like a good exit point. Right, get comfy. This spiderbot might be broken and missing some of its legs, but it can still jump and fit through vents. That's a good way to get through the station undetected.
Là, je suis censé sortir par où?
That's a part of the remote detonator system from Parliament. If the Met, or Albion rather, actually analysed it, they would see it wasn't DedSec's handiwork at all.
Bah merde, comment je suis... Comment je suis censé le faire sortir? Mais je sors par où? Ah, par là, je suis con. Attends, c'est bien par là? Non, c'est pas par là, c'est par où alors?
That's Dalton's mask. It must have been recovered from Parliament. It might be the only thing left of him now.
Ah, ben voilà! Oh non, c'est quoi cette blague? En plus, comme il est cassé, il est super lent.
Buggery fuck, would you look at all this junk? You'll have to jump your way across to get to the next vent opening.
Eh ben dis donc.
Who decided they couldn't be trusted to do their jobs? Suddenly some corporation could clean up our streets better than the same police force we've had for who knows how long. When crime fighting is treated like a business, crime will never go away. That's what bad for business, right? But don't tell me Albion has our best interest.
If the police could handle their job, Albion wouldn't be necessary. But they can't. Home bombing is a perfect example. A bunch of lazy, overpaid officers.
You're almost there. Make your way through this last bent path.
Allez. Papa.
Got it.
Scanning Spybot and accessing its internal drives. While I'm analysing this data, you should make yourself scarce. Unless you'd like to explain to your new, heavily armed, privatised police force why you've broken into the station.
Fine.
Par où je suis entré déjà?
Code 3, closest units proceed to alarm location.
Seems the alarm has a mind of its own. I'll look around just in case.
The Spiderbot fragment you found has a satellite-based GPS module that regularly pushed its location to a specific ground station.
A secret location? None of this makes sense. We better go check it out.
Pushing you the ground station's coordinates.
Ok. Ici.
The target? Anyone?
Hear your concern, but not if you're agitated. It's for our safety.
Right, I'm putting a stop to this. Units fall back. Over.
We shall eat up the beefsteaks. We shall pay up with our British pounds. We shall
Wow.
eat cows from the fields.
Ça glisse, putain.
We shall drink up in pints. We shall never surrender.
Do you think you can conquer our Churchill mixed grill? Steak,
Oui.
gammon, sausages, kidneys and chops.
Ooh.
Weighed in pounds and paid for in pounds. Yodi Grill, come and conquer the Churchill.
Oh oui, de la viande. Mais c'est quoi cette savonnette? Regarde-moi ça.
Now to find the way in.
I'm detecting a surveillance network guarding a space under this bridge. If you can patch into it, perhaps you can take a look inside. The GPS history of the Spiderbot we recovered regularly pings these coordinates. Our mystery witness to the real bombers must have come to this lovely, damp location several times.
It's remote. Good place to fly under the radar.
Or to discreetly dump a body into the Thames.
Ok. Bon, comment je fais là? Attends, je suis censé faire comment là? D'accord que c'est là qu'il faut que j'aille. Comment? Comment? Quoi? Attends, c'est quoi ce bordel?
Will you get a load of this place?
Quoi? Mais non, on va chier!
Where's backup when you need it?
Attends, mais je comprends pas là. Ah, c'est comme ça, d'accord. Ok.
Well, tiddle me bollocks. It's like a wee little cop station here. What's it doing, I wonder?
Well, if Albion was stomping all over your workplace, you'd find a different place to store your lunch too. And it seems our mystery officer was dedicated.
Sure, I'm with you. But what were they working on that would lead them to the town bombing?
The computer's dusty enough to kill an asthmatic, but there may still be something useful on it.
This is Inspector Caitlin Lau. Well, former inspector now. Since Albion's coup, the Met is no more. The police brass had already buried the evidence anyway. Everything implicating Albion and Clan Kelly in the bombings. But I know Mary Kelly's band of twats were involved, and they're involved in other crimes we can look into. Me and a few good mates are willing to go off book, going after Mary Kelly again. I'll never fucking learn, will I?
Oh! Une enquêtrice qui enquête en solo?
Inspector Caitlin Lau, video log. Clan Kelly and Albion are teamed up on some deal. I don't have all the details, but it looks to be human trafficking.
Ah.
The European Processing Center is the Albion angle. Since the bombings, they can grab anyone off the street. Call them illegal immigrants, potential DedSec insurgents, whatever. Though we know who the real danger is. So, Clan Kelly gets hold of these people, these immigrants, deportees, victims, really, and they're taking them somewhere. But where and why? It all comes back to the boss lady herself. I knew she was
Ah, le clan Kelly est dirigé par une femme. Ah.
There's only one way I can do this. 24/7 surveillance on Mary Kelly. If I'm caught, well, this will be my last entry. But I have to see what she's hiding.
Mais non, t'inquiète pas, DedSec va venir te sauver, meuf.
So, our mystery officer was Inspector Caitlin Lau. It sounds like Mary Kelly was her white whale, and her investigation led her to the bombings.
Ah, this is all starting to come together.
Control suspect jumped into the water. Over.
It seems like Zero Days Web covers all of the unsavory bits of London. Tug on a thread, and it leads back to them. Clan Kelly and Albion included.
They're taking people off the streets. 0 Day or not, we have to do something.
Inspector Lau mentioned Albion is running their part of the operation out of the EPC. Detectives like us call that a lead.
Ok. Non, je suis pas là.
Terminating the search. Control. Put out an APW.
Oh, j'ai terminé un chapitre.
This Albion Clan Kelly business leaves a bad taste in my mouth. And if Caitlin Lau's right, then this little nugget jumps to the front of the queue. We have reason to believe.
Excuse-moi 2 secondes, Sabine. Je vais voir un truc vite fait. Amélioration technologique, profil avancé. Ah, j'ai plein de trucs du coup là. J'ai 30 points. Profiler avancé, oui. Ça me permet de récupérer plus de gens, donc oui. Ok, je
Former
m'occupe de ça
DedSec
juste après.
operative may still be alive, but missing inside the EPC.
Angel Lopez, not London born, but I won't hold that against him, unlike some others.
Looks like Angel got caught up in the immigration roundup, which, ironically, may be the only reason he escaped 0 Days DedSec purge.
Anti-immigrant sentiment has grown in London since the bombings. Albion fuels it. It allows them to send anyone they want to their brutal refugee camp.
We need to find Angel before they discover he's DedSec.
Ok, c'est parti. Ok, toki. Alors, tu es là-bas.
This is kind of personal team. But finding his trail might just shed some light on the Albion Clan Kelly connection.
Shit. Well, good news it is. Deportees aren't leaving the UK. They just chuck them in the EPC and then they look the other way.
I've sent the details to your device and advised our contact at the EPC. They can get you inside.
Écartez-vous! Putain, mais va pas par là, espèce de con! Je longe la droite et puis lui il fuit vers la droite. Alors, il faut que j'aille où là? Là-dedans.
So, I've delved more into Caitlin Lau's investigation, and an enormous number of missing person cases centre around the EPC. The inspector was definitely onto something.
So let's find that guy and get out fast. If they work out Angel's DedSec before we find him, the nicest thing they'll do is kill him.
Ah, il a pas mis son masque encore.
Got Bagley summons. I've already taken care of your entry. Get you in quick and quiet.
Just keep me off their actual system, yeah? Christ knows I don't need any extra attention.
No worries, I'll spoon. But come meet me on the rooftop. The only place here that doesn't smell like piss. Got some info for you.
The European Processing Centre. It processes deportees by stacking them up in squalid conditions and forgetting about them. But hey, it's to protect London, right?
Pourquoi je devrais l'éliminer, lui? Il m'a fait quoi?
What's going on here?
This place is worse than a prison camp. Every day I see people come through here, torn from their homes and their families. But I'd rather stay and keep an eye on things. Maybe help out once in a while. Like, no.
This is a fucking abomination. Nobody should be treated this way, let alone somebody whose only sin is being unlucky enough to be born in the wrong place.
Yeah, well, people have been disappearing. Records say they have been processed, but it doesn't add up. No one ever properly leaves. And with the Kellys prowling around like fucking hyenas, I am not too optimistic about the people slipping through the cracks.
Well, that checks out. Mary Kelly has her reeking tentacles choking out half the boroughs in the city.
Truth. Now, about your missing guy. The best place to start would be the EPC database. They keep a record of everyone that comes in. And be careful.
Bien sûr.
Pushing the location of the EPC database on your optic. There will be a database here that we can search for evidence on Angel Lopez.
Attends, qu'est-ce que... Non, c'est en haut, ok. Je trouve un moyen de monter. Ah, et Michel. Ok. Je sais pas ce que je déverrouille là, mais je le déverrouille. Voilà. Ah, effectivement, ça va vite le téléchargement avec lui.
Go on, Bagley. Tell me you found something.
I have. His file has been deleted from the main database, along with hundreds of others. Still very detailed. Even when committing crimes against humanity, the government doesn't skimp on paperwork. Here is a recording labelled Exit Interview.
You know what we do with terrorists, Lopez? Don't go pissing me off by denying anything. We know you're with DedSec. You think you were picked up on some random sweep? Not a fucking chance. Nothing to say. Well, this is not going to go well for you then, because I want information. The rest of your cell, where are they? I want names, places, everything you've got.
You think I'm daft? I spill everything I know and what? You let me go? I'm not talking. I know how this ends.
Oh, I don't think you do. I'm going to throw you to the wolves. The Kellys have an interesting way of disposing with problems.
You think I'm scared of some fucking thugs? Of winding up floating in the dance? Fuck you.
You're too pretty for that, mate. First, they'll peddle you. For dosh, right? Then, when you're used up, they're going to chop you up and send the pieces to the four corners.
I can take whatever you've got.
I almost feel sorry for you. Get him to the bloody clinic, then.
Shit. They knew he was DedSec the whole time. This doesn't look good for Angel.
The clinic keeps government service hours, which means it's closed. We'll have to find Angel the old-fashioned way and hack their CTOS hub.
Ah oui, ok.
Deportation limbo, horrible living conditions, unexplained disappearances. It's almost as if the media are deliberately ignoring the situation here in favor of... Oh, look here, Beatrice Stokely, 89, recently took up kickboxing to fill up her days. Fascinating. If the EPC is a typical example of how humans treat each other, I'd say a benevolent AI overlord is a step up, wouldn't you?
Ah, shut it, Bagley.
I have reconstructed an AR scene of Angel's examination. You can view it in... clinic.
Nicely done.
That crosses the line.
Albion personnel will act to disperse any unlawful gathering.
Alors... Comment? Ah, voilà. Okay.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Let's make a deal, yeah? I know people outside. Maybe I can help you out. Just let me out of here.
Procedures, Mr. Lopez. We'll have you out of here in a minute or two.
Fuck! What was that?
That's some kind of implant. We need a closer look.
Facial analysis matches for both. They're part of Mary Kelly's little pact. So, Inspector Lau was right after all. Clank Kelly and Albion are in bed together. What a shit orgy that would be. microchips, coated with biocompatible glass to prevent rejection.
Ah, so they put something in his neck. Maybe a tracker? A biometric monitor?
No, these are more sophisticated. If I had to guess, I would say they were designed to deliver a dose of some unknown compound. Not the kind of thing you find at your local corner shop. I could reconstruct the path he took if you want to see how this cliffhanger gets resolved.
Stay on him. He may have gotten away.
Fucker! Get it! Before he triggers! Fuck! He's getting away! Get after him!
Shit, they're catching up on him. Come on, Angel.
Fuckers! Come on, lad, you can do this!
Il est parti où là? Par là? Non, par là. Keegan, s'il te plaît, merci.
Fucked up! We don't have a match yet. She's gonna kill us.
No, it's fine. As long as he's not damaged, there'll be no waste. Demand's high with the new network.
Guess you're right. Let's tube him, get him in the van and out to the incinerator.
What the fuck was that? That must have been the implant they stuck him with.
Looks like they triggered it. I don't know what Mary Kelly's up to, but at the risk of sounding too optimistic, Angel's alive.
We need to find him, see what they did to him, and what that fucking microchip is all about.
Seems like advanced technology for Mary Kelly and her band of thugs to be waving around. Could Mary be part of a scary dark web hacker group like, say, oh, I don't know, pick one, 0 Day?
Interesting theory, Bagley, but hold your investigation algorithms for the moment, will you? Angel needs us.
The incinerator they mentioned is probably the Southern incinerator. It's practically right round the corner.
Par contre, comment je fais pour me barrer moi maintenant? Bon, ça a l'air d'être par là. Oui, ça a l'air d'être par là. Mais on verra la prochaine fois. Salut, salut.